Okay, right now we're going to consider how to build a 12-volt system using lithium phosphate 4 batteries, LiPo4 batteries. And now here we have 12 cells, and this is going to give us 45 amps, 12.8 volts, because we have 4S3P. Each of these cells is 15 amps, 3.2 volts. You are going to get 4 in series and 3 in parallel, and that will give us 45 amps, 12.8 volts, because each of the cells are measured in 3.2 volts. Now we are going to see, let's see, because we have arranged it the way it's going to be. We are going to test setting our DC meter multimeter at 200 volts, and we are reading. You can see each cell is giving 3.2 volts. You can see that. And if the battery is charged, you can actually have more than 3.2 volts. Yeah, it can give you as high as 3.6 volts. Okay, let's move forward. Now we want to ramp these things into its cells. I'm going to show you a diagram of how these cells are connected. Now you see we do series and parallel into 4, that is 4S, and here you have 3 parallel, that's 3P. You can see it clearly. Alright, now let's connect the BMS. BMS is a battery management system. It is called the battery management system because it manages the amount of current that flows into the battery. It also controls the temperature of the battery. It controls the charging of the battery, voltage, everything that happens or comes into the battery in the name of charging or temperature and the behavior. The BMS controls that. Now this is 4S3P BMS, and this is how to connect it. Each of the cell has its voltage, because when you have done the 4S3P connection, we're going to have the first cell to give you 3.2 volts, and the second set of cells is going to give you double of that, that is 6.4 volts, and the double of that is going to give you 9.6 volts, and the double of that again is going to give you 12.8. so you are going to reach, you connect each of the cells, you use your multimeter to check and to give you the actual voltage, then you put or you solder the wire from the BMS. Remember, the BMS is connected with the first black one is the neutral, that's the first one you're going to connect, and then you fix the other one. Now let us read and see the amount of voltages that are in each cell. Let's see if what we have done is correct. Let's see if it is right. Now let us see. Connect the first probe, the negative probe, to the black wire, very important, and then the first red wire beside the black wire is the first cell, and we should be having about 3.2 volts right there. Let us see. You can see 3.12 volts, 3.113 volts. It's not charged yet. You can see 6.25, that is correct, and the next one we should be having about 9 point something volts. Let's see, exactly 9.3 volts. Yeah, the battery is not charged. If it is charged, you're going to get to 9.6 volts, and you see the next one 12.5 volts, because it's not charged. If it is charged, you're going to have about 12.8 and even up to 13. Alright, so this is very perfectly connected, very important. Now be sure that each wire, let me repeat it again, the first black wire is connected to the negative part of the battery, and the other cells joins before you can now plug in. You can see it. The first one is 1S, the next red wire is 2S, the number 3 of the red wire, if you are counting from the black side, the first red one is 1S, the next one 2S, the third one is 3S, and the last one is 4S. Now let's plug it to the BMS. You're going to see a behavior of the BMS. Now let's see. You see, once the BMS gets that current, what it comes in is going to blink depending on the product of the BMS. The BMS have different behaviors. Some of the BMS have screens, it will show you on the screen, but this one blinks and shows you yes, there is current there. Now this is how you charge. You connect your charger, either charge controller or the charger, to the C minus, then you connect the negative terminal of the battery to B minus. Yeah, B minus is from the battery. Wow, now you can see it has been energized. There is no electricity in the house. The house is now powered. it is being charged with a charge controller, and there's a solar panel outside. So with this, you have energy in your house. Alright, this is it. Thank you for watching. Share, like, and please always subscribe to our channel. Thank you.